Magazine 18, Part 2. Let's see if we can get this magazine finished. Hi guys, Retro Trek Ralph here with another Star Trek The Next Generation build, the USS Enterprise 1701D, Magazine 18. This is part 2. We're going to go through part kits 69 and 70 on this one, I promise you. Right. The only thing that gets me with this magazine, one, it's been in here a little bit, and it just looks, the picture on this looks way too dark. I mean, I do Memory Alpha as a little bit of a help with this series. There's so much stuff on that web page to do. And I help out putting the pictures on this for the part kits, for the description of what's in the magazine and links to each episode so you can see whatever stuff on the Memory Alpha site. But the picture on this has been a right pain in the backside to actually get a decent photo of. But it's the first one of the pictures which is lit. You can see all the gaps and the whatever else, and from the last one I can finally see I was wrong when I put the lifeboats in the other way around. The red line was meant to be at the pointing out towards the ship, not at the bottom. Top section's right, I'm sure. It's like on the bottom here, they're all going to point to the edges of the ship anyway. They do on the top. I just thought it was kind of, that way was fine pointing out, and the other way was kind of, it should be that way because I was wrong. So, there's a wharf. So we have 69 part here. Not much in this. There was kind of part kits at the beginning here. 69 parts. You'll see 70 in a minute. We only have the back end of the top section of the secondary hull and 2 phaser emitters. I'm hoping transporter emitters, not phaser emitters. That's a phaser emitter. 70 has got, looks like one more panel for the opposite corner on the underneath the saucer, the edge bit which goes along here, a panel bit, more lifeboats. That I think is the one that pushes into this part here. Screws and this bit, and this the other bit of the corner part which fits, hopefully fits on there. So let's see what 69 has in store. So take the first transporter emitter, and I'm going to check these beforehand because they were shockingly bad. I know some people are doing this and painting these. Dan from Dan's Mixtape Volume 2 is painting. Is the way he does his videos is completely different to mine, because he'll do a nice quick recap how-to, whereas I like to just do a nice little plod through and show you exactly what I'm doing. Not saying that his videos aren't as good as mine. Well, these are a lot better than mine, but I don't want to say that. But it's kind of is a different style of showing you this. Whereas at mine, I think I do it at normal pace. His is, it's nice. I do like watching his videos to see if I've done something wrong on mine. He goes straight to the point, and he's really good at other things. He's doing some Star Trek models as well, which I need to get off my arse and do as well. So they fit in rather well. More stickers on here as well that already been pre-done. I hope that's not 69 done, because I've run out of parts. I forgot if actually I've got any more parts on there, so you're joking me. Stage 69. If I'd have done this as separate videos for parts, I think I might have got a few comments, excuse me, but that's just lasted 2 minutes, and most of it was the title at the beginning. So let's get on with, change the board. I do like keeping these, I don't know why, but it was a shame that excuse me, that first 6 were different anyway. So because we didn't have it with the first couple of ones, then they started doing these. But they're nice little place markers, exactly where I am at the moment. So part 70, we have the back, we have a panel, we have an edge, we have a cover. So we have the push-on lifeboat and 2 plastic bits. I don't know what they look like. We've seen them before, I know we have, and I don't know where or what. They're going on the back of there for some reason. Go under here. So let's put these to one side for a second. Over here. Actually, let's have a look for a second. Oh, that fit nice. There are a nice natural gap there, which looks really good. Torpedo launcher doesn't light up, doesn't do anything, which is, it has running lights, but it's not got everything on this ship. So that's fine. I don't want a rear torpedo launcher lit all the time. So what we have to start with now, making sure that the lifeboats have the red line pointing to the wider side, so upwards. I fill this, I then put that panel over, because it's got it that way there. I'll put this panel on, screw that and hold everything in place, and then I'll show you me putting, actually this bit goes on easy anyway, there's no lights again. You make sure you look at where these lifted parts are, and that goes to the bottom, and that just slots on place. 2 screws, DM screws holds this in place, AM screws hold this in place, then it will give us this panel, and we'll come back to this in a second. I found another problem. This part here doesn't fit properly because there's a lip over there. This is because there's a keyhole there, which that part metal bit goes through, but there isn't one on this side. They haven't put one on. So it is indenting through. I could probably force that through, but I'm just going to loosen that back off. I know where the hole is because it's indented in the plastic now. I'm going to drill that hole out, or just peg that hole out or something. And it'll actually fit flush. Yeah, because the metal part's there. See? But there's no hole for that to go in. Oh, Eaglemoss. Actually, the hole is there on the bottom. It's not gone all the way through. So that's not too bad. I need something really small to peg through it. I have little screwdrivers. That'll be spot on size. Probably don't do it with my fingers in the way. Yeah, there we go. There's a hex screwdriver, which it did fine for it. A little bit of tidy up afterwards. Careful what you're doing, kids. Get a supervisor to, yeah. Okay. So again, these raised up parts at the bottom, which cover over the metal. And then your fiddly DM screws. They are small, but they look like they've already got washers on them. And that's going through there nicely. So in you go. Again, I just leave it there a little bit, let the metal cool down a bit. I've already threaded, this is the thing with it, we get pieces which are metal, and you put the screws in which make its own thread, but it's very easy with friction for it to just rip itself off from the metalwork. Your nice new thread you've just created. So there, tight, not too over tight, I'm not doing too much, and that is still not as good, but still that's better than what it was, so I'm happier with that. So that's that panel there. I need to get the saucer back, so we need to put this panel on the front left, so it'll be down, screw in there and a screw in there, cover over with that, then we can get onto the back of the ship. So I need to clear the decks, bring out the saucer again. Back to the saucer again. So our part is here, it'll screw into there, and it'll screw in there. Nothing goes into that one, I don't think, that's probably for later. What I'd do is I'd put this part and go over this part underneath, this top half of the saucer. So that's on it, and I would slide there. It's just holding in this part underneath here, and then just slide up. Just hold a little bit of the bottom in, slide it up, and then get your screws, which on this case are the FM screws. So I'm going to do that side first for literally no reason. Just holding and trying to push everything that way. Another FM screw over here. I mean, the panel gaps are terrible. The magnetic screwdriver is even worse. There's also a bit on where these front parts do lock into place a little bit, so I'm going to just pull over a little bit and push down, holding in place as best I can. Screw things in place. Hands are always in the way. Done. So that's lower than what the lifeboat's going to go. There, done. I can feel underneath there, that's nice. Holding in this panel a little bit. Good, good. I just cracked back into place. So everything in the lifeboat's pointing that way now. instead of that way. So we need to get this part, which is 70F, carefully press the escape pod into place, because that's going to be there. If it ever falls out, dab a glue on the back of it and then just off it goes. So easy. So on the front, let's have a look. I've got on a tray that I have for the actual box of everything that goes in, keep it clean. That's not going too bad, that is it? So yeah, I'm happy with that. Cool. I'm going to try the lights. The problem with this is, one, I've got too many lights in here. Two, it's a pain in the backside actually lighting it. And three, this doesn't really light up that much. It's possibly down to the amount of LEDs in here, and that's only 4.5 volts on batteries. It would be better on a power supply, it really would. But they are quite dim, these lights. But I do think it is down to just not enough power, and these batteries have probably had it soon anyway. So let's get on with the next bit. Hopefully we find that, which is the battle section rear. We have that 2 CP screws, 1 and 2. I'm hoping that this connects to the skeleton we've got. So we take this part here. It's a very nice pattern. So we get these two. So we got that way around. I don't know why. See, it's just windows. It's just black windows in the back here that it's covering over. These little vents on the back here. Very odd. I can put both in, I suppose, at the same time. Get my CP screw, because it's a bit bigger, and it's a P for plastic. Screw, 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 screw. Wait until it just gets a little bit of a grip. Then finish it off later. That feels like it's cross threading a little bit. That's okay. Come back out, go back in again. That's just gone again. I'm going to need some glue on that one. The right hand side's fine, the left hand side is moving a little. So it leaves us with that, which is a bit strange. I wonder if I can get away with that. Yeah, that's fine, that's not going anywhere. So that's 2 black lights at all. You could probably leave that off and let light bleed through those, to be honest. We'll see what happens. And that's it. No. Well. Damn it, Eaglemoss. I was hoping that might attach to there. Alright, what we're going to do. That's not the end of the video. Construction doesn't mean everything's finished, so let's play. We haven't got these in, that's why they haven't been in place. That goes on and holds that in place. Does that click round? Okay, that's a little bit. There we go. It's holding in place, it's not screwed in place. Looks like you probably put maybe a couple of screws in. Although I'm guessing when you get the underside covering over here, there's going to be a lot of those little caps, screw covers. So I'm keeping going, I don't care. Yes, no. See, does this part fit on there? I'd say it probably does. Or would it? I don't know, you know. I think it's probably, there's a section missing there. So let's have a look. What part of this go into where? 4 little screws there. That won't go that high up. That's impossible. Oh, hello. Do they go in there then? No, they don't. Do they go in there? You know what? I'm not, because that board is stopping anything screws going in there at all, so they must come down on it. Or we remove that circuit board that they've told us to do. I mean, this got the neck, the piece of neck will come down from it anyway, which we have actually got. Have a look, have a look. Yeah. Does that fit onto there? No, it doesn't. Okay, because that would be too short. There's another extra bit there it's going to go on. So this does fit on here. 2 pieces go in there. Okay, the whole bit goes in and then slides back. So again, we're just spitballing at the moment, so we're not at the end of the video, but we are. 2 little screws there. My finger is there. I wonder if they would go in to these side bits. No. Possible there, but maybe not. I think there's an extra piece there, you know. I think that's missing another bit there. We've seen plenty of the saucer. The secondary hull is really coming into its own, but they're delaying. They're holding back for us, so they're not really giving us everything, but we are getting there. We've got a nacelle which fits on one of them already. I think maybe that looks about right. I think that does fit on there, like so. I think it's close. I think there's a gap there for this, and that does seem to fit rather well there. I do like speculation, which is quite good. So there is parts extra to do, but this is looking really, really good. I'm really happy with this. So yeah, nearly. But at the minute, it's not in the instructions. It's not for us to do. So with that in mind, I haven't got the next delivery coming. I am on the fast track, and it's not been dispatched. My end of the 3 months payment, and I'm sure there was a lot delayed anyway. So there should be something coming pretty soon anyway. So let me take that off of there. Yeah, that's fine. That comes off. Not a problem at all. Done. So we've got a little bit of speculation and play about at the moment anyway, so that's fine. So again, thanks for watching. Honestly, thank you very much for watching. If you want to, if you can help out the channel, either be a Patreon, donate something. I do videos and loads of stuff, to be honest. You want to just comment on and just be a friend, just talk on the chat channel, anything on social media, anything, everything, reply to everything mainly, or at least try to at least. But we'll carry on with this when I get the next parts, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.